What's up guys, Xman Co here today, and today we're making amazing beef short rib. Low and slow on the BGE, it's going to be amazing. Have a look at this beautiful piece of meat. You can get 3 to 5 bones, we're using 3 bones today, but what's amazing is this amount of meat that we've got here. This is absolutely going to be stunning. Let's set up the BGE for this beautiful piece of meat. We're going to start off using good quality lumpwood charcoal. This is restaurant grade and we really enjoy using this charcoal. Next we're going to light our charcoal and give it about 5 minutes just to take on the fire and the heat so we have a starting point. Once we're happy with the heat, we're going to add our convector and then also our grid. Let it heat up for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then it's time to close this lid and we're looking for a temperature of about 250 degrees Fahrenheit, 120 degrees Celsius. Now that the BGE is getting up to temp, we're going to sort out our beef rib. We're using gloves purely for the fact that it's easier to clean. We don't have to clean our hands in between while making this video for you guys. As always, we like to pat down our meat and make sure that it's nice and dry. Guys, this is not the end of the world if you don't, but we find that you get definitely a better cook if you do this. Now that it's patted down, we're going to move over to a tray, and we like to start at the bottom. The reason for this is as you spice, you need to spice this meat all around. As you spice, you turn it around, then your beautiful presentation side, those goodies that you put on there, that might fall off. So we like to start at the bottom. Let me introduce you guys quickly what we have here. We've got some sugar here, some garlic powder, smoked paprika, some cayenne pepper for heat, a little bit of mustard powder, salt with some herbs, and then ground pepper. Guys, we're going to mix this up and this is really going to be amazing. Now you can play around with different rubs and I really suggest that you do and find what you really like. This for us is a little bit of a sweetie barbecue rub and it works perfect for beefy meats. Next you want to add a sticking agent to your beef plate. We're going to use Worcestershire sauce, guys. You can use mustard. There's so many different things. Even orange juice works perfectly. So we're just going to go ahead, add some of our Worcestershire sauce. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Worcester sauce here in the southern parts of Africa, that's what we call it. There you go. What you do on the one side, you're going to do on the other side. Be liberal. Remember, this also got a very smoky flavor to it, so for us this is perfect. There you go. Once you're happy that that's done, it's time to move over to our spices. As we said earlier, we're going to start off at the bottom. And guys, some of you guys might want to remove this membrane. I find that if you do remove it, yes, you get a little bit more flavor, but there's no meat underneath here with bones, only in between, and sometimes this really allows the bones to fall off before it should do. So we're going to keep it on. Be liberal with your spice, guys. There you go, and you can pat it in there a little bit. Perfect. Now we're going to go over to the sides. There you go. Doing the sides are very important because remember we also have meat there and we really need as much spice as we can. This is a big chunk of meat and we need to infuse it as much as we can. Then on top, add as much as you guys want to. We like it nicely spiced. If you don't spice it properly, then you might find the flavor not penetrating all the way through. Our BG is up to temp and now it's time for the magic. Let's put this beef plate on our rack. There we go. Now guys, we want to close this guy and leave it for at least 5 hours. That will be the end result, maybe 7 hours, it depends. We're looking at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, 120 for the local guys. In about an hour and a half, we're going to revisit, spray it a little bit, just make sure it stays moist, and look at the bark. It's going to be amazing. See you guys in a bit. About 2 hours into this cook, and now it's time to check what this plate looks like. I'm sure it's going to look amazing. Guys, have a look at that. This is the time where we want to add some moisture. Now you can use whatever you like. We're using apple juice. If you want to go for water, apple cider maybe, whatever you guys can play, you can really use whatever you like. This looks absolutely divine. Have a look at that, guys. Look there. It's starting to create a bark, which we absolutely love. It's also starting to pull away from the bone. This is still the early stages, so this is going to be amazing. We're looking forward to this. Just spritz it a little bit with your liquid, whatever you decide to use, and then it's time to close this bad boy. We're going to give it another hour, hour and a half, check on it again, spritz it again if it needs to, and then guys, we're getting closer to the end. It's going to be amazing. We're on the 4-hour mark and we've been constantly running 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's have a look what this bad boy looks like. This looks absolutely amazing. As you guys can see, it pulled back very nicely on the bones. I reckon we've got another 2 hours to go. Although the internal temperature doesn't really matter to us, let's have a look what it is. At the moment, we're looking at 178 degrees Fahrenheit. Now guys, normally at about 200, just over 200, 205 degrees Fahrenheit, it's perfect. What we're after today is probe tenderness. So let's just have a look there. As you can see, it's not closed yet. We've got another 30, 40 degrees Fahrenheit to go. So let's split her quickly and then give her another 2 hours. Seven hours exactly, guys. Let's have a look what this plate looks like. That looks absolutely divine. Let's do the probe test. Let's have a look there. Look at that. It just goes in like butter. Perfect. For the guys that needs to know what the temperature is, 207 degrees Fahrenheit. It's time for this bad boy to come off the fire. The next step, guys, is to let this bad boy rest for half an hour. You can extend that to an hour, whatever works for you. This is going to be quite amazing. Guys, that moment that we've been waiting for, it smells divine. Let's just have a look what this bad boy looks like. As you guys can see, there's a solid crust, basically what they call a bark on the outside. This is going to be beautiful. Let's see what it looks like inside. Wow. I wonder if you guys can see what I can see. Have a look at that. It's juicy, I'm sure it's tender. Look at all the liquids coming out of there. This is seriously going to be one amazing dish. Boys and girls, it's time to taste. Oh wow, this is amazing. I always say that, but this is next level ribs. 7 hours in the BGE. We didn't even really battle to get through that stall stage at about 5 hours. This is seriously something you have to make. Boys and girls, you know the story. If you like what we're doing, like, share, subscribe. Enable those notifications so you get notified as soon as we upload a new video. Thanks for watching. We cannot do it without you. We'll see you on the next one. You're going to like it. Check it out.
Oh, yum.
Go try it out. This is nice, huh?